let's talk about Atrioc.
Let's.
Normally when I make a mogul mail, it's a pretty simple process. I just find a topic I'm interested in, I do research on the topic, and I give my take. That's it. But for the first time ever, I felt pressure to make this video. It hasn't even been 48 hours since Atrioc, one of my friends, was revealed on-stream alt-tabbing, which exposed that he paid for a deepfake porn website of streamers, of his coworkers, of pretty much every woman you can think of on Twitch or YouTube, my girlfriend included. Now, he did say in his apology that, you know, it was a video of someone he didn't know in real life, but I don't really think the nuance matters. Some people were mad at me in my DMs and they tweeted at me that I've taken so long to make this video, but I hope you get that I prioritized being a boyfriend to my girlfriend, who's had a very shit past couple of days, over being like mogul male guy.
Okay, I don't care. I'll take all the heat and all the L's or whatever the fuck this fucking, like, it's just cringe. I had to prioritize. I'm not trying to burn a Ludwig bridge, but like, bro, people made a website where they fucking deepfake porn. It's pretty gross, kind of creepy, but like, bro, does she need like emotional support through these like trying times? Are we being serious right now? Cutie wasn't even on the fucking leaked page. Like, the self-insert is so hard. Like, why the fuck? It's so cringe. It's so cringe. Please. Oh my God.
But then when I sat down to think of like, okay, what am I supposed to say here? What is my take? It didn't feel like there was any other take to have than the one being expressed by all the women online.
Oh my God. It's like every cringe point. Believe, listen to their voice. Oh my God. Okay, it's all right. Ugh.
So rather than tell you a random dude's opinion on all this, I figured I would just show you some of the tweets that I thought were poignant and powerful and read them together.
She claimed it's exacerbating her dysmorphia. Why are you looking? Why are you looking? Just don't look. Don't go to the page. Don't look at it. Just don't look at it. She did say people were sending it to her. Does she go through every fucking DM in her mystery box? Or, I don't know. I thought, aren't these the streamers that say they get like death threats and shit all the fucking time? Now they're telling me that they pour through every single DM they get on Instagram, on Twitter, on... Just don't look.
Starting with Pokey, who said, stop sexualizing people without their consent. That's it. That's the tweet.
That's not even a good tweet. That's a dog shit tweet. People are gonna sexualize anybody. That's not the problem. The problem isn't sexualizing people. The problem is when you objectify people. The problem is when you act creepy towards people. There's no problem with sexualizing. You wanna fucking jerk off to some fucking person because you think they're a hot streamer. Fucking knock yourself out. Who the fuck cares? It's not even a good tweet. There's nothing insightful. There is nothing nuanced. There's nothing that's new. There's no novel. It's just fucking farming. It's selfless farming.
Which I don't really even understand how you would have a different opinion. If someone doesn't want to be sexualized and they don't consent to it, they shouldn't be sexualized. Next tweet was from...
You don't have to consent to things that are happening in other people's minds. Bro, we're not here to fucking mind police you.
Ray, who said it should be illegal to profit off of somebody's likeness in sex work without consent, whether it's fake or not. Talking about it will bring those sites more attention, but I hope this helps take a step forward in the right direction so that law can be made to protect people from being used in this way.
I think that's a good point. The profiting part is pretty shitty if you're profiting off of somebody else's image and likeness for porn. That's pretty shitty. Sure, that's fair.
Is a good point. Not only are these women not consenting, somebody is profiting off of them, and they're not consenting. Crazy. And to the second point,
crazy,
about how it'd bring more attention, I feel a bit better about making this video now because the creator of this website took down the website. To be clear, he's still a weird, creepy piece of shit, but the website at least was taken down, so no one can, from this video, try to see what all was going on there. Next tweet is from Sweet Anita, who said, this story was how I found out that I'm on this website. I literally choose to pass up millions by not going into sex work, and some random Cheeto-encrusted porn addict solicits my body without my consent instead. Don't know whether to cry, break stuff, or laugh at this point. And I think, honestly, that's one of the biggest fuck-ups Atrioc did. Like, it is a fuck-up and a severe lapse in judgment to not only go to this porn website, but pay for this porn website. But then leaking it on stream caused a whole new world of harm because so many new people were exposed to this idea and then went out to seek what this idea was, to seek deepfake porn. Not only that, a bunch of women, because this was leaked, found out they were on the website. And if you don't know, my girlfriend and many other women pay sometimes thousands, tens of thousands of dollars a month just to make sure that, like, random photos of them being sexualized are not on the internet.
Tens of thousands of dollars a month? Aren't there like automated services that you can pay a couple $100 to sign up to that automatically scrub that shit from the internet? I'm pretty sure Melina has a guy that does it to her for free, or she pays him like a few $100s. Tens of thousands? That sounds like blackmail, Chief. Tens of thousands? Okay.
They pay money, which is not part of their job description, just so that it doesn't exist. And it's a lot different, by the way, because I've seen this take float around. If it's a woman being sexualized, then a man. And I think you can probably understand, like, how that was created over the past couple of centuries of humanity, where, you know, my balls being leaked is a funny thing, and then a woman's boobs being leaked leads to, like, you know, a bunch of teenage kids, acne-faced kids jerking off. I think you can probably understand that.
How is that even that much worse? I reject this. I don't buy this. I'm fighting hard against this. You know why I thought about this? Here's why I thought about this, okay? My shit got leaked 10 fucking years ago, and it was a whatever. Who cares? If my dick would have been 4 inches or 3 inches long, I bet that picture would be linked under every single fucking thing I ever talk about until the day that I fucking die. I guarantee you that if I had a tiny dick, that shit would have been leaked fucking everywhere. Is it the worst thing in the world that people are masturbating about you online? Is that actually fucking your head up that hard? That people are jerking off because they've seen pictures? Who the fuck cares? If people are treating you in a shitty way, that's fucked. I can understand that. If people are treating you horribly, typing creepy messenger chat, sending you shitty DMs, talking about you in a poly, that's bullshit. I can understand that. But jerking off, who the fuck cares? I think it's an insecurity thing. That's what I think. Bite me, get mad. I think that the extreme reaction, and I'll say this a million times, even though it doesn't matter, people say, oh, Destiny thinks you can't be upset at all. That's fine to be like upset or annoyed. But I think the extreme reaction is because I think that this has more to do with people's sexual insecurities than any sort of like rooted stance of like, it's wrong to objectify, blah, 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 blah. I think it just has to do with the insecurity thing. That's my position on this. For people to have this disproportionate level of response.
QDO said a good point, something that most people wouldn't have perspective on. The amount of body dysmorphia I've experienced since seeing these photos has ruined me. It's not as simple as just being violated. It's much more than that.
Violated? It's not even your body, it's your face. Violated?
Because at the end of the day, it's a deepfake. It's not you, but also it's what this person who made the AI deepfake is like.
I'll throw this into the ether, and I could be wrong. I feel like the reaction to this is worse than if actual nudes leaked. I think that if there was actually a site that had nudes of a couple big streamers and he was looking at that and people found out, I think the reaction to this is worse than actual nudes leaking. That's how insane this is to me.
Projecting on you, but it's not. It's weird. It's weird.
Like, people have had nude leaks before. Has there ever been a response like this? Well, yeah, it's pretty scary that no matter what you do, a point of view can be created. What do you mean by scary? What do you mean by scary?
Brooks said, seeing some awful takes regarding this deepfake situation. We're all real humans with real lives that are affected by situations like these. It goes much further than it's not real. Please have some compassion and think beyond it's not affecting you in any way. Streamers are people. Streamers they are humans. And I feel like sometimes they get treated like actors were treated like a decade or two ago, where they're not people. They're the mega rich actor, you know, fake George Clooney or Jennifer Lawrence or whatever. But streamers are so much easier to access, one, so it's much easier to hurt them, and two, so many more of them. And they are not all rich, famous. Some are just doing it as the only job that they like and can do. And there's not a lot of humanity in the interactions that I see with streamers. Maya had a really powerful screenshot tweet here that said, in 2018, I was inebriated at a party, and I was used for a man's sexual gratification without my consent. Today, I've been used by hundreds of men for sexual gratification, probably thousands, without my consent. The world calls my 2018 experience rape. The world is debating over the validity.
Bro, Destiny, want to get canceled? What do you mean it's only her face? Then sexual assault or verbal abuse is also not so bad by your logic. That's why I don't read YouTube chat. You see what you guys are doing over there? You see what you guys do to me when you make me read this shit? Control yourselves.
Of my experience today. The debate over our experience as women in this is not, shockingly, amongst men. None of you should care or listen to what any male streamer's take is on how we feel. I founded a nonprofit animal sanctuary at 22. I've raised over $1 million for conservation at 24. I have created 0 sexual content in my 3 years on Twitch. Despite this, my face was stolen so men could make me into a sexual object to use for themselves. If anyone doesn't think it's a big deal, that's my name in the headlines, where thousands of people are commenting on the sexualization of my body against my will. You're the problem. This situation makes me feel disgusting, vulnerable, nauseous, violated, and all these feelings are far too familiar to me. This is not your debate. Stop acting like it is. Which might solicit some reactions from like guys watching, which is not all men, not me. And like, yeah, like, congrats. The bar was on the floor, but you weren't a weird fucking creeper. But you could also like understand that it's almost always a man. Like the dude who made the site, a man. The dude who leaked the site and paid for it, a man. Everyone who probably from that leak paid for the site, also likely men. Like disproportionately to women 100 times over. And I feel like it's okay to acknowledge that and use that information positively. And I want to end with this Medium article written by Josie, which I thought was really poignant, which said, Atrioc apologized for viewing the deepfakes, and maybe he was telling the truth when he said it was a one-off mistake. A rabbit hole he tripped and fell down. I don't know if that makes it better. Does it matter? Is morbid curiosity a valid excuse for violating the privacy?
Violating the privacy?
Of people you know? How many women were unknowingly used as feature models on the site? Does the apology make up for sending an army of men to stare at every single woman on the site? QD had a good analogy. Yeah, of course, he did not mean to send an army of men to this site. But you also don't mean to get into a car crash. That still doesn't mean that it's not a fucked up situation and that the pain from that car crash hurts. Ultimately, it's not really about Atrioc. He's just another man partaking in the problem. It's about men feeling entitled to every part of a woman online and the desire to consume so much that they are willing to rob women of their personhood. It's about the men who will defend him because they see nothing wrong with viewing women as solely vessels for their pleasure. It's worth reading all of that. I'll put it in the description.
Thank you so much.
Any more of the tweets from the women who are streaming or who are on this website or who are a part of what happened here. I don't want to like be a defender of Atrioc, you know.
But he was a good guy.
That's not what I want to do.
But he was a good guy. Oh my
Like,
God,
I
is he gonna do it? No
believe,
shot.
Maybe naively, as the guy who's been scammed for $50,000. that he isn't like
He's
a shitty, seedy person who's like secretly jacking off to my girlfriend. Like I don't think that's that guy. I think he fucked up. But sometimes like that's enough. Like one fuck up is enough. And like I just hope from here he just takes all the steps and all the actions,
therapy,
you know, to make it better.
Have we gotten a tweet yet of I'm going to therapy for this, guys? Please be patient with me. I'm in therapy for this. I need help.
Like that there's some good that comes out of this because of the guilt, the remorse he feels, and how he views himself.
What's your take on actually making the porn or distributing it? Is it okay because it's another body? No, I think it's probably not okay. I think the deepfakes porn is probably, I think it's probably not okay. That's where I'm at on it right now. I'm like 65% against it. I think I could be argued in the other direction, depending on the argument, but right now I don't think it's okay. Feels like it's not okay.
In trying to show he is the man that he thinks and maybe I believe is still in him.
The man I know you can be.
He wrote his own tweet about how his apology on Twitter, how he's stepping down from off-brand to take time offline and to take these steps. You know, time will tell and show the actions that he takes, if they're fruitful, if they're not. I'm not going to show it because really this is about the women. I was just a vehicle for you to read all those tweets. There's the take. I feel like that's the only take to have. I don't know how you would have another one.
So brave.
But thanks for watching. This was weird. Hopefully I don't have to do this again and I can go back to talking about e-girl drama. Have a good one, guys.
I really wasn't planning on weighing in too heavily on this whole Mr. Beast drama that's blowing up, calling him demonic for his newest video about curing 1,000 people's blindness, because I feel like the only people that are...
Destiny's deepfake problem. TLDR, since I forgot the first post going to meme about it, Destiny sometimes just says almost the opposite of what he means. For clarifying, we try to get so many we actually agree convos.